welcome back to the channel. My name is CJam and here we are back inside of Adobe Illustrator, and here's something that I sketched in my sketchbook, and I'm gonna show you how you can convert anything that you sketched to a vector art inside of Adobe Illustrator. Anything you think of, anything you sketch, you can vectorize it or digitize it using Adobe Illustrator, right? So here we have this S. Anybody in elementary school or primary school, you've seen this before, right? We've all drawn this. I even forgot how to draw it because it's been so long. Now, if we wanted to convert this to a vector here inside of Illustrator, you can just import your photo. You know, I just snap this with my phone. If you don't know how to import this photo into Illustrator, you just go to File and then Place, and then you'll get a dialog box and you go to wherever you have that photo and just click place. Right now, let's continue. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this to the middle of my document. I'm just going to zoom in and then select my pen tool by hitting P, and then I'm just going to literally draw or trace over this. You know how we used to sketch over or trace over some of our favorite images in school? You just put the photo underneath the paper that's transparent enough so you can see it, and then you just like, you know, right? So that's exactly what we're going to do here using Illustrator. So here I have my pen tool here, and the first thing you want to notice is that this line and this line here should align, even though it's not like aligned here in my drawing, right? And then the same goes for these two lines here. They should be aligned, as well as these two here, right? Let me just clear those. Now what I'm going to do so this doesn't move while I'm doing anything is go to my layers, open this drop down layer by default, just find the photo here and just lock that photo layer, so whatever I'm doing doesn't affect that, right? So it's not going to be moving. If I were to hit V for my move tool, you see I can't move it, right? It's locked, which is what we want. So let's hit P for my pen tool. Let's turn off the fill and let's just make the stroke really thick. Let's go about like 7. So let's start from here, and all I'm going to be doing is just clicking and holding shift as I'm going across and up to get like perfectly aligned edges, right? And you see that pink line right there? It's just Illustrator telling me that my 2 points here are aligned. Now I can continue, and then that's one half of it, right? If I were to press escape, it would delete that automatic line that was coming up. If I were to go ahead and just click right here and hold shift and go across like so, I'd have one other line there, right? If I were to go up, you'll see I'd have that here. But what I want to do is let's hit escape, come back up here and just click and come down to align these two, right? So what I did is, the reason why I stopped up top here and then restarted down here is because I wanted my smart guides to work for me, and I wanted my tracing to be as straightforward and as simple as possible, right? I don't want to think about it too much because I already sketched it, right? So what I'm going to be doing next is I can also adjust this later, right, to make it more like, it doesn't have to be like perfect, right? I can hit shift and C and just like drag this down, like, but we can do that later, right? So Control and Z to undo, right? Let's just finish this up right here. Let's hit P for my pen tool once more. Let's just hit this on the side here. That's aligned, which is good. Let me zoom out. Let's hold shift. This is aligned right, oops, right here, about here, which is good-ish. And then let's just come back up. Oh, let me press escape. Let's start here. Let's start about here, right? Then let's come down. Right there. Press escape because I don't want to do anything next. Let's start back here. All I did to just restart at this point is just click right here, right? And then this will align for me right there. Perfect, right? If I didn't want to think about it too much, I could have just like highlighted both of them and just clicked, clicked join, right? But that's not straight, is it? But we can adjust it later. If I were to click join, that's looking much better, right? That was just slightly off. All right, we're getting somewhere. Now, what I can do is I can just adjust this one here by hitting Shift and C, drag it down. Let's just use a guide to see how far down I need to go with it. Where is it? Right here. Right there is good. What do you guys think? Yeah, right there is good. Now I can just drag out another guide. And I'm just dragging guides from my rulers here. If you're not seeing your rulers, all you have to do is just hit Ctrl and R on your keyboard, Command R if you're on Mac. Now let's continue with this. Let's just hit Shift and C, drag this one down to the guide like so. Hit P for my pen tool, come up some more and just resume this line right here. And let's go straight. Oops, wait, I should have come up some more. Let's see this guide. I press escape to delete that automatic point. Let me drag out a guide to align with this line. All right, so this point should meet this line right here, right? And let's just hold Shift and go up. Now we're looking good, right? Now this point here, let me hide these guides, Control and semicolon. This line here, right? This line here should not be coming across here. Now what I can do to delete that is hit Shift and C and then select this point here. I can delete that and then I can just redraw that side, right? So I can hit my pen tool, come back here, hold Shift to get a straight line up and then come up like so, or I could just come straight across here, but I can stop like right here. And I can press escape to delete that next automatic point. Do the same thing like so, and then just see how it would meet this one. Maybe there, and then escape again. Let's hit Shift and C and click here and hold Shift and just adjust it, right? So it looks about right if you ask me. Let me expand my layers, turn off the image, and there you have your shape to vector. And remember, you can always adjust these points, right? Shift and C and just click and adjust as you see fit. That's how you convert a sketch to a vector using Adobe Illustrator. And how did we do? I don't think we did too bad for our first sketch to vector. And if you want to save this to use later in Photoshop or whatever it is, remember, this is just an outline. There's no solid color in here. All you have to do is go to File, Export, Export for Screens, and save it to wherever you want on your computer. And if you'd like to check out more Illustrator tutorials just like this one, click right at the screen to watch this video right now.